it's because I'm wearing black. And she said, a yoga teacher should not wear black. Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the channel. My name is Mars Molina, and I am a professor of yoga spirituality. And I use these tools, as well as others, such as Jyotish, which is the Vedic astrology, to guide people and help people to find more harmony in our lives, prosperity, health, and anything that is in alignment with our soul. My goal is to create content that teaches you something and gives you something to think about, give you perhaps a different perspective about things in the world, and hopefully things that you can put into practice and see some growth, some change in your life. That would be my goal. And today's video, in this week, I want to talk about something that I found kind of weird in the spiritual world as I was learning and growing. And I'll tell you a little story about it. I remember one time when I was starting my journey as a yoga teacher, maybe in the first couple of years, I would go to these different places to teach yoga. Some of them were more spiritual, some of them were a little bit closer to a gym, but I would try to avoid teaching at gyms. I actually only did it a couple of times, and I didn't like the feeling of it. But I always enjoyed having a professional perspective on things. I would say, yes, this is a very spiritual thing, but I like being a professional. So I would wear mostly sports outfits. I would have a sports shirt, jacket, shoes, the socks, the pants, and I would be very happy doing it like that because it allowed me to create a brand and say, well, this is the professional way I want to do it. One time I had this new outfit that I was really happy with, and it was all black. I remember I went to go teach one class at a place that was a little bit more, let's say, spiritual. And in this place, they taught classes of all kinds of yoga, whether it was Kundalini and something called Rocket Yoga and this yoga, that yoga. And I remember that I was about to start my class with my usual group of students, and one person wanted to leave the class. They stood up and they said, I don't want to take the class. And I was kind of shocked. She said that it's because I'm wearing black. And she said, a yoga teacher should not wear black. This is not the first time I've heard it. I've heard it since, and I heard it before. And I want to talk about this today because I want to talk about what are the right colors to wear to support your life into spirituality. What are the colors to avoid? What are the colors to wear? And here's the thing. The thing is that it is actually wrong to say that a yoga teacher should not wear black. This is actually incorrect. Yoga and all these things are rooted in a system of the Vedas. And the Vedas are, let's say, sacred scriptures, and we have many mechanisms to understand them. One such mechanism is Jyotish, which is the Vedic astrology, which is my big passion. And in Vedic astrology, yes, one of the things that we study are the planets and the colors. The colors are very closely associated with the planets. And guess what? There is not one bad planet. Planets really are just expressions of energy, and those expressions of energy can come as colors. So let me ask you, do you think there is a bad color? Do you think there is such a thing? Well, it is not correct. However, due to New Age distribution of certain ideas and due to the distribution of certain yoga schools that were not actually rooted in a true system, this notion came about that a yoga person should only wear white. And that is completely incorrect. A yoga person can wear, guess what color? I'll put the sound effect of the drum. A yoga person can wear whatever the heck color they want to wear. It is as simple as that. Don't waste time, don't waste thought trying to figure out, okay, what are the right colors to wear? That is actually an avenue that I can talk more about, but you do not need to worry. You do not need to feel bad if you're wearing black, and you also don't need to waste your time trying to find only white clothing. It's not the color will not have an effect. It will, and I want to talk about what each color can do for you and how you can make the best of the color. But don't let anyone tell you that because you're a yoga teacher, that because you meditate, that because you do this and that, you should only wear ochre or that earthy yellow orange color, or that you should only wear white, actually it will probably be more harmful if you do. So let's talk briefly about the effect of these colors. I want to focus first on black and white because that is where the conversation came. It is a very dualistic Western style of thinking to say white, good, black, bad. What is this? What sort of child's game are we playing? Do you really think is that simple? No, but I want you to understand it is as simple as this. Wear a nice cotton shirt, one black, one white, go out into the sun for 5 minutes and see what happens. Have you ever stopped to notice the difference? Have you ever stopped to see what happens? Of course, it's very simple. You've all felt it. The darker the clothes, the more you absorb. The lighter the clothes, the less you absorb. So neither is good or bad. It is good to keep in mind what each can do for you. So think about it this way. If you are going to a place where there is very hard, very harsh, very negative energy, and you wear black, you're going to take that in a little bit more. This is why in India, for example, do you know what color they wear when it's a funeral? They wear white, not black. Because if you wear black at a funeral, you're actually absorbing a lot of it. And you will notice that if you felt very centered and you go to a funeral, you're going to feel a little bit more disturbed, a little bit more perturbed. You're actually going to take others' feeling. Now, I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm not saying that we should change the whole way we do culture and let's all wear white at the funeral. It's just that in Indian culture, they say, let's not absorb the energy of this moment. There are multiple reasons and multiple layers. It is because you don't want to take somebody else's sadness. That's number one. But also because in their funerals, do you know what they do? They do certain prayers. They do certain rituals to the liberation and to pray for the well-being of that particular soul. Let me not take anything away from them. Let me actually give them so that they may be well on their journey to their next stage so that they can burn the karma and achieve freedom, achieve spiritual enlightenment. Now, what happens when we wear black? Yes, we're absorbing a little bit of the energy of the other person, but if you see your mom sad, 100% sad, and you're only 50% sad, who's not going to say, give me 20% of that? You know what? Give me as much. I'd rather be at 110% sad so that she's 60% less sad. We're doing sadness mathematics today. You see, so it is not that it is bad, but it is for you to understand that you're going to absorb things when you're wearing black. So it is not bad. If you are following a certain guidance of a teacher, as I always say, and your teacher says, I want you to wear this color, do what your teacher says. That is why in a lot of cultures, the teacher would say, I want you to wear these colors, because that would be the particular wavelength, colors are wavelengths, that I want you all to be, because of what you will take in and what you will give out. There is something more to say, but I don't know if we'll have time in today's video. But for now, let me just summarize and drive that point. Once again, when you wear black, you will absorb. When you wear white, you will not absorb as much. Use this information to the best of your abilities and know when to apply it. If you want to go to a place where you want to absorb things, it wouldn't be a bad idea. It wouldn't be a bad idea to take that in, to have the ability to receive that. If you, on the other hand, don't want to take that in, okay, you wear white and you're going to be a little bit more protected. And you can practice this in life. Now, if I wanted to go another layer, another level further into this, I would say it is a good idea to wear the color of the day that you are going through. It is a way in which you honor the particular energy of that day. And of course, as you may know, the days are connected to a planet, and that is how you can discern what color belongs to each day of the week. So if you know that you are a person who's losing energy, who does not have as much power, then on Tuesday, which is the day of Mars, on Tuesday you wear the colors of Mars, which are vibrant red, blood red even colors. And you'll notice that this helps you gain some energy. If it is Monday, you wear white because it's the color of the moon. If it is Saturday, you can wear black because it's the dark color of Saturn. Saturn is represented by dark blue, and black color. So you see, there is a reason why you can wear these colors, right? The black color will give you Saturn-like qualities. It'll make you grounded. Saturn will also, what's color black? It's very elegant. It's very serious. It's very slow. The white color is more alive. It's like the moon. It moves more. It allows you to send energy more. So use this information to the best of your abilities. There are more days, of course. There are more colors that we can talk about, but perhaps that is a video for another time. So my recommendation to you is don't listen to people that give you rigid ideas with no real basis of saying, oh, black is bad, white is good. I think we're well past that point. And if you're going to a yoga class, you can wear whatever color you want. And if you're a yoga professional and you've heard this, let me know what your experience has been, if you've ever had that experience. This person walked out of my class and it's their loss. They ended up losing on all my amazing, magnificent classes because I don't want to toot my own horn, but my classes back then that I was teaching at this place were actually very well reputed, and it became one of the fullest yoga classes in town because people were benefiting from it. And that is what really mattered, not what color I was wearing. So that is all I want to share. If you find this interesting, once again, put it into practice. And if you've enjoyed this video and you received some benefit, some interest from it, well, please subscribe, share, like, drop your comments below if you want me to talk about more colors or whatever it is that you're interested in exploring in these things of spirituality and growth. I want to thank you all so much for your time. I wish you all the best and have an amazing week ahead. I'll see you next time.